Putting these scissors together, putting these designs on this shirt before I pop out. Doing this for one of the homies. He want to see that work. Well, you have to come on here and make a video. Talk about the other part. They talk about all the negativity, but there's more to it than the negativity. People, you the people. And that comes with a level of integrity. The way you move and everything. It means something. That shows you. You're God's chosen people. Everybody, like right now, they talking shit about us. But look at all the videos to the contrary. Everybody wants you to come and say what's going on with them. Like you're saved. The Bible said in Deuteronomy 30 and 28, when God gave Jacob the promise of Abraham and to his descendants to serve the God of Israel. Remember, Isaac passed that covenant to Jacob. Remember, it said you will be a blessing. Genesis 28. Go and read it. You will be a blessing to all families of the earth will be blessed in you to continue. Because why? Remember, we lost that connection in the beginning. So the Most High raised the people. Because the people rejected him, that didn't mean he rejected us. He wanted to keep that covenant that he had with man. And it still stands to this day. It doesn't change. Yeah, man's ideology does because, let's face it, there are a lot of people that don't want you talking about this truth. They hear you talking about it, they lose their wits. It's like people. But when black people fast too, and it's not personal, but think about it. Most High God said his people will be lost. Their heritage will be lost to them. But we understand what happened during Babylon. There were people, and yeah, they did get information. Yeah, they got the book, they got the information. But then they came with their own book. We got to talk about these things. But naturally, I can look at black people and I know from your lands, the nations eat off your lands. Black people don't eat off their land. Everything involved, everything in life is evolves around us. What we think, what we say, and what we do. Everything they create is evolved around us. Look at them right now. All of them. We're black people. We need y'all to help save the land. Say, help you save the land for what? We have our own land. Deuteronomy 30. God is going to put us back in our own land. We're not trying to save nobody's land. We're trying to save our souls. That's why we opting out of doing things with the other nations. Do things for the kingdom of God. That's the only thing that's going to stand and remain in power until the end. These nations are being judged for a reason because the Bible told us. Now we think in our day and time we know better. Don't be foolish. Don't be a foolish, sottish people. Like, you better wake up. The truth is here for a reason. This is the end times when he told Daniel, seal up the book to the times of the end. Knowledge will go to and fro. They will search for knowledge to and fro in the earth. Ain't it being revealed, family? Yeah, yeah, yeah. A lot of what we didn't know. Do you hear what I'm talking about? They didn't want us talking about that. They didn't want us to know that. But I know why. Because it connects the people. We're the people. Think about it. We the one, yeah, we jumping out of buildings, but that means something more than just jumping out of buildings. In the Bible, that means you're the people that the nations will be blessed by. So that means you're God's chosen people. How about that truth for you? Knowing these, you have these attributes because through you, Genesis 28, the covenant that was given to Jacob, all nations of the earth shall be blessed. That's why you have supernatural powers the other nations don't have. And that's just the skinny of it. Where else did it come from? It didn't come from men. It sure didn't come from them. Oh, they empowered us. Like I heard this elder European fella. He don't know no better. Bless his heart. Well, they bred black people to be the dominant woo woo. So all the time while they was breeding us, they was creating a weaker vessel in themselves. Like where's the genetics that they used to breed us to become superior and dominant? Where's that genetics in y'all? Like, stop playing, family. Everything God created and did began with us. That's what makes us God's chosen people. Out of all nations, we can create all of them. You can come out of us. If that ain't God's people, then who are? I don't want to hear all that other stuff. You know, that's just the fact of the matter. I don't care who face on that piece of paper. That don't mean shit because they don't own the lands with the natural resources God given money. They don't own the land of milk and honey. You know what I'm saying? They went and took it, in which people don't pay attention. God gave all Noah's children land covenants. So while the Europeans run around here taking motherfucking people and taking them out their nations, God is gonna hold y'all ass accountable for it. You broke the covenant. I don't give a shit if you did come through and start ruling. Your rulership broke God's covenant. We know he the one who stretched out his hand against his people for their hard hardness. We know that part. But look what he did. He used you, Flash, because you shouldn't have had that hard hardness in your heart to even do that. And even though he did send his people out, and he did put another people over them, that's the covenant. If you break these, this is what's gonna happen to you. And it happened. But you think he forgot about you? You better wake up. Got another thing coming. What's up, baby? You checking me out? You trying to learn that word so you can go and teach them. Sitting here finishing this last shirt. The hell? Finishing the last shirt. Mister. I didn't want to show it because people ask will be like, what that say? Ain't it Hebrew? Look. Hi, baby. How are you? You can't hear that truth. People going crazy. Poe Tucker Carlson. Y'all got to pray for Tucker Carlson. There's some good white people out here. Ain't nothing wrong with questioning nothing to get to the truth of things. But all that threatening people because they asking questions and talking about sanctions and all that, that should raise a red flag automatically. It's God that's moving Tucker to ask these questions. I ain't say because of Tucker's agenda, God raised him to follow his agenda. I didn't say that. I said that he's getting to the truth of the matter. That's a kingdom quality. God's truth. So he's seeking. Encourage him to continue seeking. I ain't worried about nobody's feelings. They'll be alright. Truth shall make them free from whatever they feeling. Get that truth in you. Tucker, keep doing what you're doing with sound mind. What you say, baby? I said hello as soon as you the audience right now. To know what my audience, you are right now. You know what I'm saying? The earth is my audience. This word gonna get to who it need to get to. I hear what you're saying though. No, my channel ain't like that. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. You don't want to hear the Bible. You know, all you talk about is the Bible because that's what empowers me. While y'all complaining about the world and the governments and what they doing, I rest in Yahuwah. I turn my attention to the Almighty. You know, I'm different. That's how we are. That's why we the chosen. We different. Where's your audience? You right here. I ain't come here to serve them. I came here to serve God. And in His time, a lot of people listen to what I'm talking about, baby. You know that. Well, you might not know it because you ain't in the streets with me. This word affect dudes in the streets, people that do go to church. They didn't learn so much from the truth. The word. I don't worry about all people don't follow God. They don't care about God. Know what God got going on. They'll tell you they religious. I laugh at them. They try, but they ain't talking about nothing. And usually, the people who talking about something, you're not gonna have no bunch of people over here watching. That's just not how it works for the chosen family. You're gonna be the most hated, despised. It's a cost for being chosen. It ain't sweet. That's why you don't hear a lot of people saying that. Oh no, we Christians now. They follow the narrative of the world. That ain't what God said in Deuteronomy 7:6. He said it's a people that's special above all the rest of them. Now I got to search that thing out now. I'm finna get up out of here now. This shirt done. I got to call this lady. I got to go look at this car. She did call me back about that converter I was telling you about. She had tune up in a converter. She called me this afternoon. I told her, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pop that fuck out of here. Drop these shirts off to him. And then she gonna meet me over there. I'm gonna call. I'm gonna text her. Shoot a text out in the next 3 to 4 minutes as I'm walking out. I gotta package this last shirt. Thanks for the like, baby. Thank you. That means so much. It shows that you're invested in me. That's what's up. I know you're invested in me anyway. I ain't emotional, but you're doing too much. You here. That's all that matters. We don't need all them here. If all them was here, it'd be confusion. They'd be asking all kind of crazy questions. But if you want them to know about this truth, send them over here. They don't want to hear all that drama, talking about people lying. People, this channel is a learning channel. We ain't ever learning and never coming to the knowledge of truth. You already know how I roll. You a witness. I don't mess with the world. I follow thus said the Most High. And you gonna be, they gonna look at you strange because they don't understand your speech. They don't know him. So no, I don't expect no bunch of people. Yeah, they come. I have a lot of subscribers. Got a whole lot of subscribers, but they move how they move. I can't knock good what I'm looking for. I can't knock nobody. All I can do is put the word out. And it's the Most High that'll give it the increase. That's what He want to do. And when you go down and look at the numbers don't lie, baby. They reaching the public. And the people responding. Okay, that's number 2. You got the white, and you got that black. That black rose, ain't nobody messing with Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne bring the light, baby. Let your light so shine that all men may see. Y'all need to call me and support this clothing move. We on these clothes, y'all want y'all some custom t-shirts made with a word on there, what you want. Call me. I'll show them some of my latest work for the youngest. That's what he want. I can't knock him. That's who he is. You the only one responding right now, Trina, because you on the live. They gonna pick this up, baby. We got that blue. Hey, that name is tough, though. That's a tough name for a young cat. I told him, man, you're gonna have a lot of problem with them women. I love that rose, though. That blue and gold. Ain't nobody popping like us. So we over here getting things done. We wrap these up. Oh, y'all get to see me actually at work. They will see that, baby. And when people see that, that's gonna cause a buzz. Wayne over there doing? Oh, he over there creating shirts. Let me get into him with Wayne. You spread the message. That's why you need to be letting. I got to make you that shirt. And then a lot of A lot of that is because I don't get involved in a lot of events and things. My name carry weight out here. You did. They gonna let you know. Oh, that's our guy. That's what's name. That's Mr. Fix It Head. But they ain't showing up like they supposed to. You know how people be capped. A lot of this shit be doing be capped. But one thing I could say though, they checking that word out, baby. That's like I told you. That's like Rob. They might not be on the live all the time, and I accept that. That's like with our people that don't have no bunch of money. Like I tell them, stop running to these dealerships and to these fucking shops. I don't know everything, but I know how to solve problems with automotive technology. I can figure the problem out, and we're gonna get there. Well, if I can't figure it out, take it to the dealer, let them scan it. Why you ain't got no scanner? Because y'all don't come to your brother enough. Bills catch me, and I be behind. You already behind. How you gonna catch up? And don't let me. And you know we chosen, so we don't deal with the world. Why you ain't got no account? I got an account. It just has to be used towards catching up right now. And that's gonna change. That's gonna change. I ain't gonna get as many supporters as he needs. As long as he's serving the Most High gonna increase his hand. I ain't worried about that. You gotta get others involved. And right now, we're in the spring, and guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna be right on the block, getting it popping. They're gonna get, oh yeah. So the communities know what Wayne on. I understand what you're saying, but a lot of them, the people don't support what they do. It's like you was just complaining about somebody. A lot of them channels you watch, they finna be gone because the people gonna see they ain't own nothing. Talking about some support. Support what? You clocking my money, but you ain't building nothing. A lot of them they giving their energy to and attention to, they gonna cut off. And that's when they gonna come looking for wine. You know, it's the Most High that's gonna make you wealthy and give you success. You know, I could push towards that, but and we know how I move is towards that. My star is gonna rise in righteousness. It's not gonna rise from what I used to do. That's why I let all that go. And by me letting that go, Yahuwah see that. Guess what he gonna do? He gonna allow my mouth to send out a certain vibration that's gonna catch ears. Oh, why ain't talking my talk? And guess what? They gonna land right here. They gonna know they got a safe haven. I ain't even get the chance to make my. And now I'm about to package them joints. I ain't get a chance to make my. Put my. I got a logo for my bags now. Use my logo on my bags. You did. So they look really, really official. I'm rolling around. People, what that? Come check me out. Plus, I got to get this. We got to support this. This for them youngins. Kids looking crazy. They turning against me. Listen to their mama with that extra shit. Your daddy ain't got no job. Your daddy will never be none. You know how they talk about black men. My own lady be saying that shit. You need to get a job. That stuff ain't fruitful enough. Quit it. I don't listen to y'all. Like, what the hell? I got a whole stack of these joints I'm about to go drop off. I need that more. I need that consistent. Yes, yes. That's why I'm on here handling this now. Packaging these boards. Get that man. It's the final touch. I tell them the instruction. They already know the instructions. Machine wash cold. No heat. Air dry. And a lot of my people don't even wash or dry their shirts. They send them to the cleaners. I'm like, that was smart. My dumb ass. Yeah, because it's a specialty shirt. Stupid. You messing their shirts up. Let me get out of here. Close this window, man. It's time to hit it. Go out here and let my light shine. This is my light. So that means my light need to get bigger, baby. I ain't doing enough. So they can recognize. That's what you tell them. No, baby, they recognize. They know what the chief on. That's why things ain't going right for you, because you don't listen to people. I don't listen to who, sweetie? What I do, I'll listen. When you tell about something I said, I don't listen to people that's telling me about following the world. A lot of things we can do through our own hands that get things done. You know, all you gotta do is call me. Like right now, people do rock with me. I'm about to go get my hands, go put my hands on this car to determine the exact part she's gonna order it, and we're gonna make that money off of it. So we can, live with some security. What are you talking about? What you talking about? But I hear you. I ain't gonna argue with you. You can't win them all. And I ain't trying to win them all. You know? Kodak. I ain't trying to win them all. Let me get the rest of these joints. Don't knock the hustle. There's a lot of people that support me. You'd be surprised. That's what's going to allow me to put my son out there. We're going to see how much they support me. Hell, they support the movement. You know what you talking about. We're about that life. That's 3 blacks and 4 whites. I owed him one, so I just gave him my white, the only white large shirt I have. That's it, youngin'. Get Young in his shirts. That has been so much better with my print on there. And I'm going to start printing out washing instructions. Make it look like the full package. It is the full package, but our people more so stuck on what they see. Well, it don't look like it. I don't need my stuff to look like everybody else. We separate. We set apart. So what Wayne got going on ain't gonna look like everybody else. It's simple and straight to the point. A lot of them, like you get a bunch of fluff. They look good, but they void love and simple things in their heart. They void. They don't have what Wayne had. Everybody has a measure from their God to present to humanity, to bring into existence through you. That's your service to the kingdom. Okay, you got 6 of them, 7 of them joints. He already paid his year to yesterday. He's out of town. But everybody else, they're gonna be looking crazy. It's a whole collection. You did. That's 7 shirts. That's one new one for every day. I think we're making a big impact. To redirect. If I look at the world, of course, it's gonna look like, oh, well, what you doing? They dwarf Dwayne. But that don't mean Dwayne ain't functioning, sweetie boy. We winning. We here. We winning. Put on my coat, get this, and get up out of here. trying to act like I'm all that, but you already know. If you looking through the world to the world to find Wayne, you gonna lose yourself, baby. That ain't gonna fly. You know, we self-made. We are a vibe. Hey, I am a vibe. A whole vibe in myself. You did. I carry this weight on my shoulder like a G. I'm out. I'm out too, baby. You over it. What are you talking about? I don't listen. I listen to y'all, but to an extent. Because you ain't speaking my language sometimes. You be speaking some other stuff. Talking some other stuff. I'm out too. I got to go out this door. Peace, love, and hair grease. And yeah, y'all want y'all something made particularly for you? Holler at your brother. 773-451-6080. 773-451-6080. God's chosen on the move. Well, you know, shalom.